is fullness? To me, it's a state, it's a space, it's a sense of seeing the glass half full instead of half empty. And there are many entry points into it. There are many ways to get into it. And I myself have a very quirky, intense, quick mind. I get very quickly bored. I like doing many things. And so what I decided to do in this book, or better, it decided to do me, was to offer all kinds of different entry points. And because it's really a way that is not, it's something that we can only experience, it's hard to describe. So the idea here was, if there are many ways how to get into it, maybe you catch it somewhere along. One way is an entry point through words. Fullness is the understanding that there is nothing to do, nowhere to go, and nobody else to be except who I am right now, right here. This is an adaptation from some words that Donald Neil Walsh wrote in his Conversations to God. And so that was an entry point through words. I put this all together in a book called Fullness No Matter What. Juicy living from the inside out. And this book kind of wrote itself. Those of you who heard my last talk, which was in August, a year and a half ago, and it was Sacred Sex, How to Live a Life from Fullness. I had come up with the idea of describing a life, because I realized I was teaching sacred sex classes and realized sacred sex is more than just sex. And I wanted to describe what these parts were. So I took the 7 chakras and gave entry points of this, using the 7 chakras into a life lived from fullness. So that was the basics. And I had, in October of that year of 2003, come up with an outline for a book. And then life got a little bit complicated. I went into a crisis. Thoughts of a book were like, last thing I wanted to do. This is fullness? Are you kidding? I was not feeling full. And then life got very interesting. All of a sudden, I couldn't find any work. No matter what I did, no money was coming to me. Life was getting really difficult without money. So I thought, okay, I have to house sit. You don't want to sound desperate when you're house sitting. So to say I'm desperate, I'm running out of money, would you give me a house sit? It didn't sound like a good idea, so I thought, all right, I have a book to write. I wasn't going to write a book. A house sitting showed up thanks to David Irvine, who offered me 6 months of dog sitting to beautiful black labs. And then he kept asking, where's your book? And the more I sat with that question, the more I realized there was a book. All of a sudden, I caught the bug. I had no excuse. I didn't have to work. I had free rent. Thanks to Pamela, I had more or less free food. I had a little bit of a job, just enough caregiving so that I could make it through the month with my car payments and gas and things like this. And all of a sudden, the outline was there. It took off. Within 11 weeks, this whole book, 350 pages were written. It was just amazing. Every night, I had to go to bed with pieces of paper, because just before I went to sleep, all these ideas would come down, and if I didn't write them, it was like dreams. And the same in the morning. All I would do is get up in the morning. I created a party just before I just started writing, let all my friends, my community know. Say, if I'm not talking to you, if I'm not coming to any parties, it means I'm busy writing. It's not because I don't like you. And you should talk to my friend Lisa. She was the one who would kind of hear all my newest ideas and excitement. Guess what happened now? I mean, I was just living on a different planet. And in 11 weeks, the basic text, the outline, everything was done. And then I had to edit it. But that was minor changes. I mean, it was... And the interesting thing was, while I was writing it, it was the most normal place to be in. Now I look back and know I was so blessed. I had a purpose. I got up every morning. It was really amazing. I mean, it was so full. I was cooking recipes. I have a crock pot. And I was cooking recipes that had at least 15 ingredients. I mean, I noticed every part of my life was about fullness. It was not about simple things. It wasn't about rice and beans. It was about rice and beans and 20 other ingredients. Salads had lots of fresh juices, thanks to Barry who lent me his juicer. Always had at least 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 different ingredients. I mean, it was like I was living it, I was being it. And I really want to thank this community here, because it was a major part of this book. First of all, to give me the platform to create this first talk, which was kind of a way to just keep putting myself out. That brought the first idea out. Then also, I was writing this whole book on a Mac, an iMac of my daughter that was 6 years old. Downloading from the internet was really slow, so I kept coming here to do my research. But at least my computer had crashed due to viruses, and at least the Mac wasn't attacked by viruses. I mean, it was amazing, this old little Mac, but it did the job.